what, gentlemen, right now you're watching DC Born Rob on YouTube.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located, and thanks for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC Born Rob, DC Rob, I answer to them all. I am here today to ask for your assistance. I've done this before, not asking for money, not today. But the reason I'm putting out this live video is to elicit assistance from you guys who know about governmental affairs, such as starting a PAC. And that's what this video is going to be about, starting a political action committee. Another source, or let's say a source, to give us travelers assistance when we do have issues overseas. Okay, we know that we've had certain circumstances. I mean, I'm aware of two main cases, and that will be the brothers in Ecuador dealing with their issues, as well as the death of Mr. Reed in Medellin Colombia, and the responses from each embassy that we receive as family members, as friends, as just general public wanting to know what's going on. That information is not there, and they are not there to assist us in this way. One thing that the Department of State does well is they have an outstanding website. I don't know if I can show my screen, but I'm going to read a little bit from their website and show you a couple of things that you may want to think about when you're traveling abroad. The biggest thing is, stay in a group. Let somebody know where you are. Let me make sure I have some things scrolling across the top, the bottom. To join a group, whether a Facebook group, our group, which is specifically for Colombia, but for travel in general, we need one just for us, international travelers who want to explore and leave this country and learn about another's culture, enjoy themselves safely, and come home. That's what I'm about. That's what this channel is about. Okay, somebody, first person to comment said, hey, so I didn't forget about Guatemala. Guatemala is my heart, man. My favorite city in the world is still Antigua. And I just got back from Europe, from Greece, Santorini, Athens, and Paris. And they still have my heart. Antigua, Guatemala does. Beautiful, beautiful. So anybody who wants to comment, who wants to jump in, anybody who is in our group, I sent out a message an hour or so ago when I set this up that if you want to log on here and give your opinion on starting a PAC, I need assistance, okay? That's what this is about. I need assistance from you. It's always one of you guys that knows something, that knows somebody, that knows somebody, that knows somebody. Somebody reached out to me a few days ago, and they're going to communicate with me shortly, hopefully. And if they're watching this video, I won't say your name, but please, by all means, let me know that you'd like to log in. Just let me know the comments, and I'll make sure you have the link. But I need assistance from you guys in starting a PAC. Why start a political action committee? Why? And basically what that is paying for the election or re-election of your congressmen and senators, giving them, actually paying them to do their job. But that's how the game is played, because we've learned that once you reach out to the embassy, they're not there to assist you. They can help you get a passport. But if you need any other assistance, they'll send you a list of attorneys, and that'll say, we don't recommend these attorneys, but they'll send you a list of attorneys which you can reach out to should you find yourself in a bind. Because I deal with this, because I've been dealing with Colombia for the past 2 years, I've seen a lot of challenges of people who go down, the visitors, the travelers who go down there, it doesn't matter, Costa Rica, Panama, wherever, and you have issues, you need to know that you're on your own. You're on your own. When you leave this country, you're on your own. Don't rely on the embassy to help you out. I used to think in the back of my head, I guess I never really had to think about it, but from watching movies and so on and growing up, where something happens in another country and the Americans are trying to race back to get back to the embassy because that's where they're going to save them. Nah, and I cannot fault the employees of the embassy. I don't want to do that, because it could very well be the State Department who controls the embassy and saying, here's what information you can give out. And we're not going to allow you to assist, do as little as possible. No matter, I don't know how many people is in an embassy. If somebody knows, let me know. Shay, what's up, man? If anybody knows how many people are in an embassy, an average embassy overseas, let me know. I don't know. It could be one person, two people. I have no idea. So they may be overwhelmed, and they may be told not to assist. Hands off. Don't get involved. And they tell you that too up front. We don't get involved in other countries' issues. But if you're an American, I think they should step up. But again, I always used to think in the back of my mind, if I ever go somewhere in another country and I get in a bind, I'll call the embassy. I'll ask the embassy, for some assistance. Can they help me out? I have a list of things that they cannot do. Also, just like a top 5 or something like that. I'm going to run over also. T-Mix, what's up? Appreciate everybody for joining me. If you can, do me a favor, hit the like on the way in. You can just exit out of this section where you're typing in things and hit like and then hit live chat again, and you're right back here where you were before. So much appreciated. The likes do help the YouTube algorithm, although, I mean, obviously, I'm not pushing for the algorithm right now. I'm trying to give you guys the answers to better travel abroad, whether it's in Colombia, whether it's in Guatemala, Vietnam, it doesn't matter. Wherever you want to go, I want you to be able to get there, enjoy yourself, and return safely. And now is challenges. Yeah, buddy. CDV, welcome. So we just got back. I just got back from Europe. And the only challenges are, the language for me, the fact that I got by an ATM machine. That's right. I put my card in there and I asked for €300 to come out, which is $383 to be exact at that time. And nothing came out. And so I stressed, and I didn't even know it was a bank. I finally got inside the bank, and of course they didn't help me. But, I know now that I'm on my own. And when you travel abroad, you're on your own. Remember that. You're on your own. There's nobody there that's going to give you assistance. So there's one thing I want to jump in right quick. I don't know if I can show this screen. Let me see. Well, it says share screen. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. Here we go. So I don't know how. Okay. So you see me and you see that. I wanted to start with this one. Tripit. Tripit is an app for travelers to help you organize your travels. Meaning if you need to, I'm waiting for it to load. If you need to travel to another state, you put your air reservations, your hotel reservations, any meeting reservations, any notes, any phone numbers. All this information is located in one central location. So I have one here. Let's just start off at home. There you go. So as you see, you can add a trip. Right now I have no trips, so I have to go back and look at prior trips. Okay. Past trips. And I've got quite a few, as you can see. And it goes on and on and on. And it's more than 5. But anyway, let's go to this last one, because as soon as I got back from Europe, I had to jump into Nashville for work. So I had to go to a trade show. But what you do is you have an email, and this is free. What you do is you have an email that's on file, and as you receive the reservation, so like if you log on and you make your reservations for Southwest Airlines, you take that reservation email and you forward it to plans@tripit.com, and it just populates everything. If there's any issues, they'll let you know. It doesn't recognize some formats or something like that. It doesn't read pictures, but it's taking the information from that email and it's popping it in. So it lets you know that you're in at this time, out that time. This helps you when you're traveling, but more so than helps you when you're traveling is this section right here that says viewers. You can add viewers to this. In other words, you can send your itinerary to your family, okay, to your brothers, your cousins, your coworkers. Let people know where you are, because when you leave the country, you're on your own. You're on your own. When you leave this country, you're on your own. Don't count on the U.S. government coming to your rescue. I mean, maybe if you're influential, who's to say? Who knows? Eman Groove, what's up? Professor Agui, thank you. Ronell Watson, live from Atlanta. Thank you, guys. And again, if anybody is in our group, I sent out an invite earlier with the link. So if you want to join us here and give your opinion, for those who are in our group, we have, 420 something, 450, almost 450 people in our group, and specifically mostly for travel to Colombia. So for those people who are in the group, I really need your advice too, because shoot, a lot of you guys are there already, guys and gals. Olga, I know you're there. Everybody is there enjoying themselves right now. I know it's a big party. My concern is that variant. Yeah, buddy, you believe I worried about it. But use tools like Tripit to make sure that someone else knows where you are. If you're in a group, if you're in our group, let us know. Okay, I'm going to this club. Hey, I just met 2 people. Put it out there. You can put it out there, post it, and walk away. But, and you know, if we check back in a day and we don't see you, or you ask us to check on you in 6 hours and we don't hear from you, it's an issue for us. We'll start looking for you. But remember, when you're overseas, you're on your own. They're not going to give you any assistance from our government. Okay. Now, there are extenuating circumstances, I'm sure. Now, I won't even mention any horrific type issues, but I'm sure the government will step up then. And if you have influence, I bet if you are a government official, if you're a congressman or senator and you have some issues overseas, bet you can call them then, because that's who we need the help from. We need help. And this is why my discussion again is going to starting a political action committee. Okay, here's this travelstate.gov, their website. And this is ways to locate your loved ones in a crisis abroad. I thought this was pretty cool. Send them a text message. Okay, cell service, and they'll tell you cell service does not always work. If you're going overseas, make sure you have WhatsApp. WhatsApp, WHATTS app. Make sure you have WhatsApp on your phone. It's just an app that utilizes Wi-Fi. So whenever you have Wi-Fi, you can make a phone call or a text or a video call back home without having to have any type of phone service at all. And you can survive on that, really. I did most of Europe. I did without, well, tried not to use it. They gave me free service, 2G, but that's almost nothing. Use social media. Post where you are. This is how they find people. This is how they find people now who come up missing is on Facebook. People good with Facebook. And I know a few of them, old and my girl, man, they will find you on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you don't want to be found, don't post nothing. But if you're going overseas, post. You're on Facebook. Here's a picture of me with my 2 new friends. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Take a picture with you and your 2 new friends and let them know I'm at the club. I'm at Gusto's, this party over here. What's up? And it's July 31st and I'm here at such and such a club or wherever, or I just got back from so-and-so. Post this stuff. If you're out of country, it's a safety issue, not necessarily letting people know all your business, but put something out there. So let people know. Use social media. Contact travel companies and other close friends. That's if you're on a tour. So if you're on a tour, make sure your family knows that you're on a tour. Here's the name of the tour company. Round the World Tour, 1-800 blah, blah, blah. And here's the number, your reservation or whatever. Send that stuff to your family and friends, because if you come up missing, and people do come up missing, it's sad. So make sure that you alert others about that, okay? Call the hotel, school, or organization, okay? If you're in an organization, some type of group that you went down, who knows? It may be a bachelor party or whatever, or a school group. Call the hotel. Let people know the hotels you're going to stay in. Now, like me, the last time I was there for a little over a week, and I switched 3 different places. So make sure they have all that information. All that information, as soon as I make the reservation, I send it to Tripit. It doesn't matter if it's an Airbnb. It tells you login time, check-in time, checkout time. All that information is right there. Reservation, all that number. When I log on to Southwest Airlines and I need my confirmation number, the quickest way for me to get it is Tripit, not to go through their little app. It's because the last name. What's your number? I don't remember what it was. Tripit. It's right there. Okay. Okay. Communicate with tour operators. There you go. Your tour operator. Call the local police. Okay. Good luck with that if they're in another country. Okay. Try calling the Medellin police. And you don't speak English, first of all. But just know language is always going to be a barrier if you're in another country. Some people are friendly with it. Some people are not. Some countries are a challenge. Let me tell you something. France, I won't say the name. Okay, contact the Department of State. They've already told you nothing they can do for you, but you can still contact them if you just want to joke. I don't know what they're told from a higher level. I'm going to assume that the people in the embassy are few and far between. They're probably stretched thin, but there's somebody above them saying, don't do this, don't give this out, don't do that. And so they're doing the minimal, and sometimes less than minimal. Personal opinion, okay? I'm just saying a personal opinion. Okay. 5 services that U.S. embassies can't offer travelers. Okay. International travelers think blah, blah, blah. They won't act as an attorney. Nope. They won't act as an attorney. As a matter of fact, as soon as you reach out, as soon as you email them, you'll get a response a couple of minutes later in some standard rigmarole. But after that, you'll get a response from them, and they'll say, "Oh, you're having some issues? Well, here's a list of attorneys." And then it's a disclaimer that says that we don't recommend these attorneys. We don't want our name associated with them. We can't verify that they're qualified. But here's a good list of them. It says that they cannot pay for a flight home. Now, during an emergency, the U.S. Embassy has several obligations and risks to consider. So there are extenuating circumstances. And make sure you sign up for the STEP program. The STEP program is what allows you to be alerted of any major catastrophe going on in the country that you're either going to or that you just want to track. Like, so I track Colombia, I track Guatemala, I track Mexico. So if there's any issues, I get an alert that lets me know via text. You sign up for it. Also, will not provide ground transportation in a crisis. Okay, they're not going to come pick you up in a van like in the movies and take you to the airport. It's not going to happen. Cannot transport pets in a crisis. Well, if they're not going to transport you, they're probably not going to transport your pets unless you're a congressman or a senator. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay. Will not use the U.S. military to evacuate travelers. Okay, we get that. Now, I'm sure there's still some extenuating circumstances where they may step up and do something. Markel, welcome. E-Man Groove again. Appreciate you guys for joining us again. This is just a quick video about the possibility of, well, we're going to do it I want to get as much information as I can, but again, I need assistance from you guys to assist me with information and starting a PAC. Now, I've been told already it's easy to do, but you need an attorney. So it's easy to do if you have an attorney, should I say. Because once you have an attorney, they take care of all the legal work, the paperwork, and then they just tell you, okay, you need to have a secretary. I've read a little bit on it. You need to have a secretary. You have somebody that deals with the finances, that records when money comes in, when it goes out. There's limitations on how much money you can spend. There's 2 different main types, non-connected and so on. So read up on it if you are interested, but I do need your help now. This video is live right now, but it's going to play. You may be watching this on Tuesday or Thursday after I'm posting this. So whenever you get it, send me the information if you could. We need that assistance. And again, this is going back to a practical situation dealing with the brothers in Ecuador. The ball got dropped by the embassy there. They do come and check on them every 6 months and ask them, do they need vitamins? So they do that. So I don't know where that is. Where is that in the do list? We bring you vitamins if you get arrested and locked up. I guess that's the old make sure that you're healthy deal. They check on you every 6 months and see if you're okay. Also dealing with the Reed situation. And that's been like one big mess from beginning to end. We've been told we would have information, then we don't get any information. We were told that they possibly have suspects, and then we hear nothing. They go blank for a month. So it's just the way it is. Just remember, when you go overseas, you're on your own. The U.S. Embassy is not going to come to your rescue. Okay, it's not like the movies. It's not like the movies. In real life, you're on your own. Okay. So what is a political action committee? It is a way to donate funds to either someone is running for re-election or someone is running for office to donate to their campaign without having so many restrictions on it. You can donate more. In other words, we can do it's almost like a GoFundMe. Yeah, okay, send me the money. Then I'll take that money and I will give it to this representative. The thing is, and this is a fact, when you call a congressman's office, if you get a person, you'll get a staffer. You're lucky if you get a senior staffer. They're the ones that really make stuff happen. But the staffer is the one that communicates between you and the congressman or legal or whatever they have to do, or your embassy. Chances are they're the ones that's going to reach out first. So these people, you need to get on the phone and be nice with. You need to make friends with them. You need to ask them for your assistance and tell them what you need. Don't just say, we need justice for this, or we need help on this, because then they'll go, okay, well, we're working on doing our best to give justice. So be specific as far as what you need. We need this. We need such and such call. We need such and such a document. We need this. You have to be specific. But getting that person on the phone is one thing. Getting a representative on the phone is another. And trust me, there's a big difference between a staffer calling, let's say, Ecuador's embassy or Colombia's embassy. There's a big difference from them calling and the congressmen or senators themselves. If a congressman or a senator calls that embassy directly, I don't know how many people in that embassy, but best believe they'll listen. Because remember, they fund the whole government, Congress and Senate. So if you're lucky enough to deal with a senator or a congressman that is the head of, let's say, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, okay? Easy to find out on both sides, Congress and Senate. That information is there. We've been reaching out, and they have release forms already, so they can actually call on your behalf. Then you have to deal with release forms. That's a whole nother issue. But the reason that we're doing this is basically, in short, I'm going to give you the brief description of how a PAC works is you pay them to do their job. On top of the salary that they get, you pay them to help get reelected to do their job for you, hopefully. But here's the key. You have a better chance of getting them on the phone if you donated money to them. So if you cut a check for $3, $5, $7, $10,000 from your specific PAC, they're more inclined to answer the phone. You know, and all they have to do is make a phone call. That's all you want, really, is for them to make a phone call and try to get something done. You know, because they can call certain, let me call so-and-so over here. And they listen, John, I'm over here at the such and such committee office. We need this. I have a constituent, and next thing you know, boom, things start happening. Right now, I'm just telling you from personal experience, right now, without that, it's zip. You're on your own. Okay? You're on your own. When you leave this country, it is what it is. Okay, Markel says, US Embassy is useless in a crisis. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Big smooth tones. Where you go? Hey, bro. I want to go to Medellin in October and November. A lot of people are going. Man, I got people that's going daily. Exactly. E-Man says, yes, these embassies move quickly when Congress is involved. And that's a fact. Do you have to get the principals to know about your situation? And I would say the best way to do it, not the easiest because we're struggling right now, but the best way to do it is to have the media. If the media gets a hold of a certain story, and you have to find out what your slant is in that story. I mean, why would they want to pick up the story? Because it's been difficult. It's been challenging to get, and I've reached out to reporters. Every time somebody will, have you reached out to Roland Martin? Yeah. Have you reached out to Spike Lee? Have you reached out to, so I've reached out to everybody. I've reached out to Anderson Cooper. I've reached out to CNN. I've reached out to 60 Minutes. I've reached out to Locked Up Abroad. I've reached out to all these people on my own. But what happens is when we have a group of individuals such as yourself, I'm going to assume everybody who's watching this is a traveler. You're either an expat or you want to travel abroad and you want to come back. So hence the reason to watch, you would be watching my channel anyway. So let's see what Markel says here. In Medellin, if you are coming, keep your head on a swivel. Tourists are being robbed on the regular. Keep up with the local news or talk to your friends here in country. True that. So, you know, wherever you go, keep your head on a swivel. Things are going to happen regardless of, where it's going to go. I saw a video the other day, somebody shooting up a barbershop down there. I mean, it's gonna happen. And JM says, okay, now I want to put his post up here because it says, I think it's best to stop making those politicians richer. In this case, I don't think that we're making them richer. We're allowing them to stay in office. So we're paying them to do their job, basically to get reelected. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm just, starting out, trying to learn what I can right now. But anyway, you need to know that the best way to get them to work is to send them money. You're paying them to do their job. It is what it is. So for those who say like you, JM, you're saying stop making them richer. Are you saying don't give them money at all? Because if you don't give them money at all, then we're in the same boat we are right now. They're not doing anything. So I'd rather pay them to do their job. If we have the funds, collectively, we can obtain some funds where we can at least, hopefully, get them on the phone. I mean, is it worth a try? You tell me. Am I spinning my wheels? Am I thinking too much? Am I going over my head? I'm just thinking what a PAC does, and why not utilize this? It's part of the game. Why not utilize this to assist my brothers and sisters that are going overseas? Another one says, well, here we go. Pros and cons of starting your own PAC. Let me read through this right quick. One, there are different rules. This is, let's see, where the pros. Okay. You get to set the scope. So you get to pick and choose. It says PACs can exist to support candidates of one ideology or many in a local area across the country. They can be issue-based. Of course, this is going to be issue-based. This is for us travelers. PACs are long-lasting. They're going to be here for a while. You get lots of people involved. You can get lots of people involved if they buy into it, which you, the traveler, I would assume that you would have need for this. How many times have I been called from Cartagena Airport and you stuck like Chuck and can't get out? Not much we can do in that case, just so you know. It's the same thing on our end. When I came back, I saw good 20 people being pulled to the side. I don't know if they were being sent back, but what? But they allow you to think big. So it says trying to make your mark on a specific issue or in a specific area as an independent operator may seem like a daunting task. The vastness of the political universe may cause you to think small about what you're trying to accomplish. Often starting a political action committee will allow you to think big because you know you can build an organization to help you accomplish your goals. So there you go. And that's all I'm thinking of right now. It's how to help you guys and me too when I go overseas. I mean, there's challenges. Again, I just got back from Europe, and in the back of my mind now, I know if something happens, I'm on my own. And so I walk a little, I tread a little lighter, you know what I mean? PACs give you a place on the table, okay? You're going to be heard, basically. The leaders of large, mid-sized, and even some smaller PACs have a great deal of clout. If you're looking to make a difference, you need a place on the table. Often leading a political action committee will give you that place. So there you go. Okay, cons, rules. Again, you're going to have an attorney. Whoever it is, that's the first thing I typed in was attorneys to help you start a PAC. It's hard to build traction, number 2. So it's hard to get things churning and get going and get fundraisers, because I would be asking for money from you guys to go to this PAC. Every dollar has to be accounted for too. You've got to do a lot of fundraising. It is what it is. So does NPR, and they're still on there after this many years. It's easy to burn out. Okay, I feel that because I'm about burned out every day. There's so much going on, and I jump from story to story. And text to text and email and comment to comment to video to video. And so I'm all over the place. So it's easy to burn out. I get that. And then staying relevant. Is this something that is needed? Is this something that we can get out to enough people to have it make sense? But let me read a couple more comments. Okay. Email says pay for PAC coverage. There you go. I'm liking the PAC. Ornell says, there are good places to travel. I don't understand this great need to travel to Colombia. And people like Colombia. I love Colombia. Colombia is still one of my favorite places, but there's a lot of places to go. Hence why we went to Europe. And 2 weeks ago, we were in El Salvador, and I'm going to keep on moving. Okay, Ailzone says, it's good to support politicians who commit to represent traveler and expat interests. I think so. So if we can find somebody, but I don't know if it costs more to get them on the phone, but those who are in leadership, those who are leading a committee or on a committee, either chair or just one of the members of foreign Senate committee, whatever, anybody who's sitting on that has a greater influence because they're making the policy right there versus a regular congressman. So you don't want to just call your corner congressman and say, yo, here's $5,000, man. And he goes, hey, appreciate that, man. He may even get on the phone and go, yo, appreciate that, bro. But remember, you want to pick somebody specifically, either to help them run. Maybe that's part of their platform. You find somebody that says, when I get in, I'm going to do this. Maybe one of you guys are running for office. Let me support you. Let me know who you are. I will do my best to support you. Okay, Mike says, I'm interested in a PAC idea. The reality is money makes the world go round and money talks. That's just how the world works. Abso-freaking-lutely. Money makes the world go round. And everybody, I just want to make sure I say everybody who goes off to the side right now and hits like, cool man said, you all right. That's right. Much appreciated. So let me jump out of here. Let me stop sharing that. But anyway, back to this. Again, the discussion is, should we start a PAC? I need feedback from you guys. Okay. Eman says we should think about actually starting a committee now while it's our idea. Absolutely. You know, if it already existed, I would join it. I mean, I just don't know of one. But we're talking about international civil rights, as somebody coined the phrase a little while ago, if you're watching. International civil rights. We need to know that when we leave this country and go abroad, we do the best we can to stay safe. But things are going to happen. I mean, things happen. And, you know, maybe it's just your turn. You know, it's like when I get on a plane and the baby's over there, I'm cool with that. And, you know, one time the baby's going to be behind me, or worse, in front of me, looking over the seat. It's just your turn. You know, if it's your turn, just like what happened to me with the ATM, put my card in, no money came out. I'm out $383. I was heated. But I got no, you know, nobody, they're not going to help you with that. My bank took care of that. So in time, it took care of that. But anyway, we need assistance from somebody when we travel abroad. Who do you use right now? If anybody has any feedback, who has been in a situation where you've had to reach out to the embassy, and then tell me that they helped, they didn't help, or tell me that you had an issue that you called your friend knew where you were, your parents knew where you were, your kids knew where you were, and they checked back on you. I'm telling you, people, either join our group, and it's at the bottom right now. Send me your name and your email address, or send me your name and your WhatsApp number to dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com. dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com. I also want to make sure that you contribute to the Timothy Reed Sr. Memorial Fund. Thank you to the family for coming on last night and giving us updates on what's going on there. If you didn't hear, the chick's still in the building, freeloading. The ex-girlfriend of Timothy Revell Reed, she's still freeloading in the house. And now she may be saying that she is married and is fighting for a portion of the property. And get that, I've already gone back through my video. I can't count how many times, and I'm cutting out each section where she said, I'm not married. We weren't married. I'm not married. I'm not married. That's a whole nother issue. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but that upsets me. Let's put it that way. So if you want to donate to the Timothy Reed Senior Memorial Fund, they do need it. It's being used all for the attorney. Also, if you are watching my story for the Stevenson brothers in Ecuador, in Cuenca, Ecuador, follow up using the hashtag justiceecuador. Justiceecuador. Please contact your senator, your congressman. Get to a staffer if you can. Sometimes it's as easy as picking up the phone and calling. I have someone who's just awesome that helps me with all of this stuff. If you haven't been watching my videos, he's like 007. He's like, I mean, this man can find out information that you didn't even know will be possible to find out. And with his assistance, you know, he'll say, maybe you need to call this person. Maybe you need to call that reporter. Maybe you need to text this person. I just call that person. I text that person. He's proven himself to me to be reliable and trustworthy. And he tells me to call somebody, I'm going to call him. Okay, just give me the context on what I'm calling for. But this man has been phenomenal. If you don't have somebody helping you like this, good luck with that. It's been a challenge. The only reason that I've been able to gain as much traction as I have is because of the assistance that he's given me. And he'll say, call this person. And you never know, they may answer the phone. And they do answer the phone. I've spoken to some people I didn't realize that I would be able to get through to, and you can too. Pick up the phone, use that hashtag justiceecuador, and call the senators in Maryland and their congressman, I think is Trope. So, or look it up. It's in the body of my emails for the interviews that I've done with them for those videos. So I just wanted to come on right quick to ask for assistance. Let me see if I have a couple other comments here. Okay, unfortunately, this is one of the risks travelers take when they make the decision to step outside the jurisdiction of the United States. And that's true. I had somebody put it to me in another Facebook group when I was posting things for Timothy Reed. He said, we all take that risk, you know, and it never dawned on me. I didn't think I was taking a risk. Really, I thought I was going on vacation. You know, and when I moved to Colombia for a little while, I knew I could come back at any time. I didn't give up my citizenship. I didn't renounce my citizenship. I'm not going to do that. But I still thought that I had assistance from somewhere, and I did not. And you do not if you leave as well. Okay. What happened with us hiring an attorney to be on call for us if we ran into a problem in Colombia? Not enough hours in the day got to me, because I'm going to be the conduit to begin all this. And I have so many things on I'm spinning so many plates right now. It's unbelievable. But if you know of an attorney and can do that work, I need some of you guys to do the legwork. And I after this video, I will have somebody reach out to me in a day or 2 days and offer assistance. So this is why I'm doing this video, for the 1 or 2 people or 3 people or 10 people who can assist, or 50 people who can make phone calls, who can investigate and then pass that information on to me. I'm one person doing the best I can. Again, I have someone assisting me, but there's just not enough hours in the day to be able to do what needs to be done. Having an attorney will be good. That attorney, after investigating after a while, that attorney should be able to practice on both sides too. But then they need to practice on both sides. You're talking Colombia, would have to be they practice in Colombia, and they also have a foundation here in the US. What if you're going to another country? Not all my viewers are just going to Colombia, like somebody just mentioned. Why is everybody going to Colombia? Well, it's beautiful and dollar's cheap and the euro sucks. Okay. But sorry, I had a bad trip with the euro. Anyway, it's still on the table. If somebody can offer assistance or knows any attorneys that don't try to drain you, because I'm learning that too, that a lawyer will drain you and try to drum up business for themselves. No offense to attorneys, but I mean, it's a business just like anything else. So they are working for their dollars. Okay, we should, Eman Groove says we should start a brainstorming meeting on this topic to discuss the need requirement statement for a PAC. I agree. Wherever I can find time to squeeze in time to jump in. I didn't even know I was going to do this until an hour and a half before I said I'm going to do this. But just the need is there. We're always in communication, especially with the brothers now, with the Reed family, with Veronica, and with the brothers all day long. So every day, all day long. And they can tell you if they're watching, we're in communication with them, O and myself. And O has just been nothing but phenomenal. Some of the information, again, you would pray to have assistance like this if you were taking on some type of endeavor other than this. This is a travel channel. I have buku more videos. I just sent off a list of 20 thumbnails because I don't have time to spend an hour to do a thumbnail, and then it's lackluster anyway. Because I have so many videos in the hole that need editing, from Paris to scams in Paris to Santorini, Greece, beautiful, to one last one in El Salvador, Vegas, Miami, Key West. I got so many videos that I have to do. Is only so many hours in a day. So I need the assistance from you guys. Again, that will probably be the first step. E-Man Groove is right. Let's have a brainstorming. I'm a true believer in brainstorming, just people feeding off each other. Like now, somebody says, okay, we need to brainstorm. Somebody else says, yeah, how about this? Somebody says, yeah, I have a place. Yeah, no, I use this app right here. This is where we communicate. We can Zoom. We can do all this stuff. I'm zooming all around this world. I promise you that. Zoom does work. So if anybody wants to volunteer, first be in my group. Okay, be in our Colombia group, and it could be travel for anywhere. But sign up. It's still scrolling across the bottom. No, that's Justice Ecuador. Send me email me your WhatsApp number and your name to dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, and I'll send you an invite to get in a group. Put that information up there. It's the best source to have. It's an outstanding platform because stuff stays there. So if you are a new member and you log on and you go, I need a hotel in Medellin. What's the best place to stay in Medellin? You can type in hotel, Hotel Medellin, and the list pops up. Thanks to Luis, our moderator. And he's a traveler too. I'd hope to get him on here too, Luis, if you're watching. But yes, this can be done. But I need your assistance. I can't do it all myself. This video is solely to ask for your assistance. I'm not asking for money right now. I'm asking for intellect and intelligence and assistance in trying to get this going. If anybody knows an attorney that does political action committees or starts the formation of it and can give advice on that too, I don't mind kicking that, because regardless of which way it goes, I'm going to put in some money. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money, but this is something that I expect to travel abroad more. So the more I expect to travel abroad, the more I'm going to have that need, instead of, when you buy your ticket and it says, you want that travel insurance? It needs a little be a little check. Do you want to join this pack? Do you want to, I don't know. How can I work that? You can donate $10 per this. I'll sell t-shirts. I'll do whatever else it is and take that profits and put it towards this, which again, there's so many things on the table. But again, I wanted to reach out and ask you guys today. I'm not going to stay too long. Do me a favor, if you will, hit like, comment on the video after you have seen this. It's going to broadcast later, of course. But I need somebody who understands how a political action committee works. And this idea came, of course, because of the dealings with the Stevenson brothers in Ecuador and having to deal with the embassy there and their representatives here, which has been a big old challenge. E-Man Groove, thank you for the $20 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you guys for, D Africa says, this is invaluable work, Rob. Thank you guys. I can't do this without your assistance, and I'm doing this for all the travelers. This is a travel channel. I have more travel videos coming. It's hard to jump around from subject to subject sometimes, but this will benefit all of us. Again, I assume everybody who's watching this channel is a traveler or you're an expat somewhere. And when you need help, that embassy on the other side of town, it ain't it. So we can help ourselves by the formation of a pack. I'm still learning. I'm not claiming that they have all the answers, that this is the be all and the end all. I'm listening to anything. So if you have any advice at all or any feedback at all, I listen to those emails. I get emails all day long. Send them to me. dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com. dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, and I will get them in. Let me see. Do I have any other comments? I'm going to get out of here in a couple, but just remember, when you're traveling abroad, will the government be there to assist you?
No, not a chance.
No,
not at all.
No,
none of us.
Not
agrees.
a chance.
Nope.
We're all
never
going to say
happen.
nope.
None of us are going to say that.
That's right. You're on your own. So I ask myself these questions all the time, and I think it's a good idea. I ask myself, is this a good idea to start a political action committee?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I think we all agree.
Yes.
Positively.
Yes.
We all
Yes.
are going to
Mhm.
say yes,
Yes.
yes.
So do me a favor, if you're still here, and thanks again to E-Man Groove. Thank you for everybody who's jumped in right now. Thank you for that super chat. Remember, for everybody who offers assistance, I appreciate it. This is for you.
Cool Man said, you all right.
That's right. Cool Man said it. It is what it is. It's real. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to roll out now. Please leave comments on this video, whether you see this Tuesday, Thursday, next Friday. I need information. I need assistance. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end it right here.